Top headlines: Lok Sabha clears key bills to sustain governance in Manipur under President's rule. Election Commission appoints new chief electoral officer for Manipur. And 2,412 persons verified in Manipur ILP drive, 170 without permits, 134 held with expired passes. Good evening and welcome to ELITETV Primetime English News. This is Senjam Joyshree giving you the news in detail. The Lok Sabha on Thursday passed two crucial bills aimed at maintaining financial and administrative continuity in Manipur, a state currently under President's rule. The Manipur Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2025 was clear to align the state GST framework with recent changes approved by the GST Council. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman stated that the bill replaces an ordinance necessitated by the absence of the functioning state assembly. She underscored the constitutional urgency, warning that without the amendment, Manipur's ability to implement GST changes and collect revenues would be severely impacted. The GST amendment is essential to ensure the state can legally collect taxes on items approved by the council. Delaying this would directly affect Manipur's revenue stream, Sitharaman said during the brief proceedings. The House also approved the Manipur Appropriation No. 2 Bill 2025, authorizing the withdrawal of funds from the consolidated fund of the state to meet expenses for the 2025-2026 financial year. The centre has allocated an additional Rs 2,898 crore for Manipur, with Rs 1,667 crore designated for capital expenditure. A significant portion of the budget's Rs 523 crore will support rehabilitation efforts for displaced residents living in relief camps, while Rs 542 crore has been set aside to bolster security in the violence-affected state. Despite the importance of the legislation, both bills were passed without debate due to continued disruption by the opposition. Sitharaman criticized the opposition parties for obstructing discussion on critical issues while publicly expressing concern for the state. He accused them of shedding crocodile tears and blocking financial discussion necessary for Manipur's recovery and governance. The Election Commission of India has designated Shailesh Kumar Chaurasia as a new chief electoral officer for Manipur, a move that comes at a crucial time as the northeastern state continues to navigate political challenges and prepare for further electoral processes. Chaurasia, a 2007 best IAS officer from the Manipur cadre, will assume his new role immediately upon taking charge, according to a notification issued on August 6, 2025. The appointment was made under the powers granted by the Representation of the People Act 1950, following consultation with the Manipur government. As the electoral officer, Chaurasia will be responsible for overseeing all election-related activities and ensuring the smooth conduct of democratic processes in the state. Under the terms of his appointment, Chaurasia must relinquish all existing government position he currently holds in Manipur before taking charge of his new role. The notification specifically states that he cannot hold any additional charge under the state government except for his designation as secretary to the government in charge of the election department. The Election Commission has emphasized the importance of this administrative separation to maintain the integrity of the electoral process. In a special drive aimed at the detecting illegal immigrants and foreign nationals without valid documentation, the Manipur police has so far verified 2,412 individuals across various routes and market areas in Senapati district. According to an official statement issued on Wednesday, 170 individuals were found without inner line permit (ILP) passes, while 134 were carrying expired ILP documents. All defaulters were immediately taken to the Maugate ILP counter, where they were required to obtain the necessary permits before being allowed to proceed. The drive, which began last week, was conducted under the supervision of the Senapati District Police Task Force, focusing on areas along National Highway No. 2, Maramparent Road, Tadubi Toloi Road, and other inter-village roads, under all police station jurisdiction in the district. Police confirmed that no illegal immigrants have been detected during the course of the operation so far. However, officials stated that strict checks continue at all border entry points, and the special drive will be intensified in the coming days to ensure full compliance with ILP regulation. The inner line permit is a mandatory travel document for non-resident entering Manipur and several other northern eastern states, and at protecting indigenous communities. Security forces in Manipur arrested 2 active cadres of the banned outfit Kangleipak Communist Party People's War Group KCP-PWG. During separate operation on August 6, the first arrest was made at Durembam Awang Laikai under Pasoi Police Station in Imphal West District, where Laikrapom Herozit Maite of 41 A's was apprehended from his residence. He was allegedly involved in extorting money from the public to raise party funds. A mobile phone and an Aadhaar card were recovered from his possession. In other intelligence-led operation, security personnel arrested in Ingudam Tularanjam Maite alias Abun of 29 of Tauthong Mamang Laikai under Lamsang Police Station from Ahalub Laharafum in Imphal East District. He was found in possession of a wallet containing Rs80 and a voter ID card. Preliminary investigation revealed his involvement in the abduction and confinement of a doctor from ransom at Lamdeng Kuno in August 2024. The National Highway No. 2, a lifeline connecting Imphal and Dimapur through Kampopi District headquarters, has deteriorated into a treacherous death trap, particularly in the face of relentless monsoon rains. Once a part of the prestigious Trans-Asian Highway No. 1, the highway now lies in shambles, mud, caked, broken, and riddled with a giant waterlogged potholes that have made daily travel a nightmare. The most dangerous stretch between Kampopi town and Chongobung lies just meters from the district headquarters. Cavernous potholes, some resembling shallow ponds, threaten vehicles of all kinds, especially heavily loaded trucks and passenger carriers. Commuters now face a daily gamble with life and property, with damaged engines, skidding tires, and toppled vehicles becoming alarmingly common. The Five Tribes Committee on Review of Reservation Policy (COPRRP) has sharply criticized the Nagaland State Cabinet decision of August 6, calling it a repetition of the June 12 resolution that failed to address the committee's core demands regarding the backward tribe BT reservation issue. In a press release issued from its camp office in Dimapur, the committee expressed disappointment over the government's move to go ahead with the composition of the Reservation Review Commission, which now includes civil society organizations such as the Central Nagaland Tribe Council (CNTC), Eastern Nagaland People's Organization (ENPO), and the Tanyumi Union Nagaland (TUN). The committee alleged that the inclusion of the CSOS reflects a partisan approach and fails to genuinely engage with the concerns raised by the five tribes demanding a review of the state's 48-year-old reservation policy. It also took exception to remarks made by the government spokesperson during a media briefing, accusing him of using while imaginary figures to defend the reservation structure and of unjustly linking the commission's outcomes with the result of the next census. The spokesperson's remarks have only added insult to our movement. The release stated, the Five Tribes CORRP announced that it will soon convene a joint sitting with the apex bodies of the five tribes involved to decide on the next course of action. We will be right back after the commercial break. Stay connected.
Lakadoriba August ki tang taraga taru 2025 ayuki pung mapan taba matamda MSFDS ki auditorium da Ima Trust na sponsor amadi sponsor singi oiba interaction program ma pangthok sagadori
Chatkiba chahi 2023 May the Tokiba Tokanindaba Irang Maram Oiraga Maraiba Tiraba Icha Singu Mahi Masing Tamnaba sponsor Torikliba Ichilirao Sing Miam Singu Unanabagi Torunu
Program asibu mai pak na basin dada iresa khuding makna support tawbiyo amadi mateng pangbiyo haiduna pauzinjari
Laibang miyam na matam sana lengbirakuna thorom masi mapung phaba thorom ama ohiminasi loinana hariba thorom masi sida matam sana lengbirakuna khoida sponsor tawbirakliba amadi sponsorship koi puna sakhangmina duna amana ama mateng panaduna pun hingmina kisi lemina kisi
Yai Faraba Numida Sida, Irecha Mayamna, Imatras Pus, support of you Haiduna, Mayamda, Kurumjari. Thank you.
Soikiva Kongtang Amada, Sirin Sama share Tomina Kibana, Hepatitis B, C, Changluk Hyperlate. Make us Yorba Yetum Sirin share Tomina Badagi, Lena Asisandui, Aduga, Loina Loinana, B. Amasung C. Lena Asiga, Sagona Hingliba Miosinga, Hatin Narubadagi, Amasung, Mamadagi Machada Sandui. Ayambana, Layong si liver dagi fudor triba fauba kangbangamni.
Report ki matungina hepatitis C positive oire. Adubu fazana laying abadi tha ahum dagina tha taru faubi manungda irai laina fahanba ngamlaban.
Oh, treatment to di fani haba.
Hoi, adubu laina asi ngakthoknabagi hauju faubi oina vaccine chingba adu leitri. Laying duna faraba mioi singdasu hepatitis C asigi immunity leitaba maramna karinguba matungda adomna yetum syringe share tominarabadi amuk hana narakani.
Adumoinamak IDU singna hepatitis B digi ngakthoknaba vaccine asi kapokpigadabani amasung yetum syringe share toroidabani.
Jahini Fuhena, Babina, Haibamaming Asina, Anala Yengilamda, Tazaba, Quality Leba Madi, Jackson Honabagi Kudam, Oiduna Lakli.
Diagnostic Tagi Horaga, Multi Speciality Hospital Amadi, Cancer Care Faubada, Babina Mangzil Taduna Lakli.
Haujikamuk, Makata na Changsilaktuna, Mayami Mafam the Kudol Tamjari, Babina Institute of Nursing, Manipur Nursing Council Nasu, recognized Tauraba.
Matam Gachunarba Classroom, Advanced Left Sing Lajari.
Babina Multi Speciality Hospital Amadi, AOI Babina Specialty Hospital da, Clinical Training Fangview.
Expert Faculty, Nupa Masumupi Tokhaiba Hostel, Sel Yamna Chandana.
Babina Hospital Amadi Kongu Eba Institute Sing the Tabak Tawagi Kudong Java Supizari.
Hauzik Admission Hausare, Suknatagi Sitnipu Kaktani, Ahan Balakpada, Kudung Saba Pijagani.
Babina Institute of Nursing, Nurturing Care, Inspiring Growth.
Saziwa Zel Road, Kabay Soy, Imphal East.
Welcome back again. A special outreach health camp was organized today at Kaisampa Chokzom Laikai by the Urban Primary Health Center UPHC, Sagolban in collaboration with the Sagolban Constituency Progressive Committee, SCPC Sagolban under the able leadership and guidance of MLA Sri R.K. Mosing, who has been actively working towards strengthening grassroots healthcare and public service delivery in the constituency. This marks the second successful health camp conducted at Kaisampa Thokchom Laikai, with notable addition of Ayush OPD and antenatal checkup services introduced for the first time. Other continuing services included general OPD, IOPD immunization, free laboratory tests, free medicines and screening for cervical, oral and breast cancer, as well as hypertension and diabetes. Several similar camps already organized across the constituency over the past few years. The camp witnessed overwhelming public participation, with hundreds availing themselves of various health services. Women, elderly citizens and young mothers especially benefited from this focused service under as antenatal checkups, cancer screening and free diagnostics. On a message, MLA Sri R.K. Mosing reiterated his commitment to the overall well-being of the people of Sagolban and emphasized the that healthcare is one of the core pillars of development. He informed that a permanent building for the UPHC Sagolban is currently being constructed at Sagolban Moirang Lerak at the site where the old YSSU club building once stood, and the construction is now complete and the facility will be ready for inauguration very soon. Until then, UPHC Sagolban continues to operate EU-ASEAN from its temporary office at Kwaketal Chambi. He also lauded the efforts of Urban Primary Health Center Sagolban and the Sagolban Constituency Progressive Committee for their dedicated service and seamless coordination in bringing healthcare to the doorstep of the people. SCPC, with continuous support from the community, has been working actively across sectors like health, education, youth empowerment, and infrastructure to ensure long-term and meaningful progress. More such outreach programs are also in the pipeline to ensure that no citizen is left behind when it comes to essential services and opportunities. The Simultapu police in Kokrajhar district conducted a successful late-night operation at the Assam-West Bengal border town of Srirampur, leading to the seizure of a large quantity of illegal narcotics. Acting on specific inputs, police personnel set up a checkpoint at National Highway 27 near Srirampur and intercepted a Bolero pickup truck bearing registration number NL07CC4268. Upon inspection, the police recovered over 1 kg of suspected brown sugar, estimated to be worth more than 1 crore in the illegal market. The drugs were being transported from Guwahati to Bihar, according to initial investigation. The accused, identified as Amit Kumar, a resident of Bihar, was taken into custody on the spot. Police officials said that further interrogation is underway to unearth the broader network involved the smuggling route. Authorities suspect the contraband was intended for distribution in various parts of Bihar. The seizure is seen as a significant success in the ongoing crackdown against drug trafficking along the interstate border. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on Wednesday announced the construction of the 5 new foot overbridges along the busy Khanapara Lukbari stretch in Guwahati to ensure safe road crossing for pedestrians. The move aims to reduce accidents and improve traffic management along one of the city's most congested corridors. The announcement was made after the Chief Minister reviewed ongoing infrastructure projects in the city. Earlier in the day, CM Sarma, accompanied by a delegation from Bhutan, visited the under-construction international terminal at Lokpriya Gopinath Bordoloi International LGBI Airport. Speaking to the media following the inspection, he stated that the terminal is expected to be ready by the end of November this year. Sarma also shared that he plans to invite Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the inauguration of the new terminal, which is being developed to significantly boost international connectivity and enhance passenger capacity in the northeast region. A scuffle broke out late last night in Hirachara village under the Goranagar RD block in Tripura's Unakotoi district, reportedly over allegation of dog slaughter and sale, leaving 7 people injured. According to Tripura police sources, the clash resulted in serious injuries to 7 individuals, including a woman. All the injured were admitted to Bhagavan Nagar District Hospital and are currently undergoing treatment. Local sources said tension had been simmering in the area for several days after 3 individuals were accused of slaughtering and selling dogs. One of the accused, identified as Pintu Das, has been absconding since the allegations surfaced. The situation escalated on Wednesday night when relatives of Pintu Das allegedly attacked the house of the complainant, Ras Jaram Nunyai Munda. The Meghalaya High Court has taken significant steps to address the growing stray dog problem across the state, with Chief Justice I.P. Mukherjee and Justice W. Dengdoi directing authorities to implement comprehensive measures for animal birth control and public safety. During a hearing on August 6, 2025 in a public interest litigation filed the Costa poll, the court noted substantial progress in tackling what is described as a maniac that was haunting the population of this state. The government has now established committees under Rule 4 of the Animal Birth Control Dogs Rules 2001 in all districts, including the previously remaining Salguero Hills and West Dentia Hills district. Additional Advocate General T. Yangibi informed the court that comprehensive action plans were underway across Meghalaya. According to the government report submitted to the court, authorities have launched awareness campaigns and initiated vaccination drive to protect stray dogs against rabies. The state has also begun sterilization and castration program while setting up shelters as far as practicable so as to segregate them from the people. Pet dog registration has commenced as part of the broader strategy to manage the canine population systematically. The court acknowledged this effort, stating it was happy to note from a report filed in the court today that substantial action has been taken up by the government. The case stems from ongoing concern about stray dog attacks and rabies transmission risks to residents. The court has been monitoring the implementation of the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960 alongside the Animal Birth Control Rules to ensure effective population control measures. Senior Bharatiya Janata Party BJP leader and former national spokesperson Manhollumo Kikon has announced his resignation from the party's primary and active membership, as well as from all party positions with immediate effect. In a formal letter addressed to the president of the BJP Nagaland State Unit, Kikon conveyed his decision after careful thought and deep introspection. He stated that while his journey with the party over the past decade had been meaningful and enriching, the time had come for him to take a step back and pursue new avenues of public service and policy work. Kikon, who had served the party in various capacities including as a Pravari in charge of BJP Mizoram and as a national spokesperson, expressed his deep gratitude to the BJP leadership and colleagues for the trust placed in him throughout his tenure. Russia Deputy Defense Minister Colonel General Alexander Fomin on Wednesday held a meeting with Vinay Kumar, India's ambassador to Russia, as both sides discussed ways to further intensify the multifaceted India-Russia Special Privilege Strategy partnership. During the talk, the sides discussed topic issues of bilateral cooperation in the defense sphere, confirmed the focus on further strengthening the specialized cooperation in the form of particularly privileged strategic partnership. With a statement issued by the Russian Defense Minister, the meeting took place in a warm and friendly atmosphere which is traditional for the Russian-Indian relation. It added, India has a long-standing and wide-ranging cooperation with Russia in the field of defense, which is guided by India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission on Military and Military Technical Cooperation, IRIGC-MMTC, headed by the Defense Minister of both countries. Let's have a short break again. Let's have a short break again.
Lomi lak kaya gi khongburoi chahi kaya thajarak pagi wari marik khuding da lotuna lei anuba pangal nomini golgi technology asi Japanese ni afhaba formulation ama mashida apikpa makhal gi posak kaya yawi mashina chemical gi ichen phalle aduga masina manasingda ningthina sandoi yamna kanaraba napi hidak ama mashina labuk singda napi haibadi napi mana apakpa napi sing matam kuina haonde chahi khudingi bharat chinba thungna nursery amadi mahi marung ekar lak romda masibu sijinai maram masina masi lomi singi sanani nomini gold adongi thajaba yaba dealer da ngasimag nomini gold hangbiu aduga ingkholbu sana ki ngalon na ngakpiu.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anaw ba contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur de ihan han bo oina wedding set laibi ba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ke gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre booking to biduna khudong jaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina ba idamakta sangai product laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛꯅ ꯇꯥꯏꯕꯪ ꯈꯣꯡꯗꯥꯖꯔꯛꯈꯤꯕꯁꯤ ꯀꯨꯝꯖꯥ 1970 1970 ꯃꯥꯔꯆꯀꯤ 19 ꯂꯝꯇꯥꯒꯤꯅ 12 ꯄꯥꯟꯕ ꯊꯥꯡꯖ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯀꯤ ꯑꯌꯨꯛ ꯄꯨꯡ 9ꯗ ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛ ꯇꯥꯏꯕꯪ ꯐꯥꯎꯔꯛꯈꯤ ꯂꯣꯜ ꯂꯩꯖꯕ ꯐꯤꯖꯦꯠ ꯂꯩꯖꯕ ꯂꯥꯏꯅꯤꯡ ꯂꯩꯖꯕ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯐꯨꯔꯨꯞꯁꯦ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯇꯗꯤ ꯅꯤꯡꯈꯥ ꯇꯝꯅ ꯂꯥꯏꯅꯤꯡ ꯃꯤꯈꯥ ꯄꯣꯟꯗꯕꯁꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯁꯤ
रसायन की हार यामना हापीबा मखै पोथोक हेनगतकनी हाइबगी अरानबा वाखलोना लबुक्ता हापचिनकीबा हार मयाम अदु पांबीना चुपखपदि ngamhauda
अरेंबदा लेबक लेसागी असिनबे हेंगत हंदुना पांबीदा लाइना तिना ताहली अकोइबगी फिवम सुमरसिलहली
लोफम की दरकार रिबर रसायन की हार चाद कुंट्रा की चांगदा हंथानबा ngamba पोथोक सु चाद यांखै की चांगदा हेनगतहनबा कानरबा लौ मचलमनी
साई पावर प्लस द योरबा फर्मेंटेड मेटर मदे ऑर्गेनिक कार्बन सिंगबा मसल मयामना लेसादा लेबा हिंकुप सिंगी मसिनजा कमदि मपांगल वेदुना मखोइगी मथौ सिंग
नुशितगी नाइट्रोजन चुपसिनबा लेसादा नपसिनदुना लेरंबा फोस्फेट अमदि पोटास न चिंगबा पांबीगी मरादा फंगंदुना पिजरपदगी हार सिंग असि हंथाहली
यूरिया द साई पावर प्लस तोलगा अमुक्तंग लोफम द साई थोपियो
इशामकना कानबसिंग सोइदना उबिगनी
साई पावर से पुथोरप कंपनी से आई थागनिंगे यूरिया किलो 35 दा साई पावर से बतल मचा अनि से यालगा तोखाइनरगा चाइबने मागी मगुन से साई पावर न हेंकलली से मचा यामना पोकपा अदगिदे महै यामना चुंबा अने मो मचा पोलपसु सम्मानना सालकागा महै यालनबा सिद माबु आइना थागनिंगे साई पावर की मगुन से
Welcome back again. Russia's Deputy Defense Minister Colonel General Alexander Fomin on Wednesday held a meeting with Binay Kumar, India's ambassador to Russia, as both sides discussed ways to further intensify the multi-facet Indian-Russia special privilege strategy partnership. During the talks, the sides discussed topical issues of bilateral cooperation in the defense sphere, confirmed the focus on further strengthening the specialized cooperation in the form of a particular privileged strategic partnership, read a statement issued by the Russian defense minister. The meeting took place in a warm and friendly atmosphere which is traditional for the Russian-Indian relation. It added India has a long-standing and wide-ranging cooperation with the Russia in the field of defense, which is guided by the Indian-Russia Intergovernmental Commission on Military and Military Technical Cooperation, headed by the defense minister of both countries. India's steadfast support for the Asian centrality and community building efforts, as well as its active participation in Asian-led mechanism and fora, came in for huge praise for ASEAN Secretary General Kao Kim Horan during his meeting with newly appointed Indian Ambassador Srinivas Gotru on Wednesday. Gotru assumed office as India's ambassador to the Association of Southeast Asian Nation, ASEAN, bestowing his letter of credence to the Secretary General of ASEAN at the grouping's headquarters. Congratulating Ambassador Gotru, ASEAN Secretary General reiterated the Secretary's readiness to work closely with the Indian ambassador along with the Indian mission to ASEAN in Jakarta, while further strengthening the ASEAN-Indian Comprehensive Strategic Partnership (CSP). Secretary General Dr. Kao commended India's steadfast support for ASEAN centrality and community building effort, as well as its active participation in Asian-led mechanism and fora, with a statement issued by the Secretary General's office. Gotru, while underscoring his commitment to deepen the ASEAN-Indian CSP, ensure seamless continuation of efforts in fostering stronger ties between India and ASEAN, and express his willingness to work closely with the ASEAN Secretary to facilitate the advancement of cooperation. Ambassador Gotru's success, Ambassador Jayan and Kobragate, who completed his tenure on August 2 in India, became accrediting an ambassador to ASEAN in 2010, and establishment a dedicated diplomatic mission to ASEAN in 2015. US President Donald Trump on Wednesday slapped an additional 25% tariff, raising it to 50% on goods coming from India as penalty for New Delhi's continued purchase of Russian oil, a move that is likely to have sectors such as textile, marine and leather export high. The United States has imposed this additional tariff or penalty for Russian imports only on Indian, while other buyers such as China and Turkey have so far escaped such measure. The 30% tariff on China and 15% on Turkey is lower than India's 50%. Writing to the development, India said that these actions are unfair, unjustified and unreasonable. It is extremely unfortunate that the US should choose to impose additional tariffs on India. The External Affairs Ministry said in a statement, adding India will take all action necessary to protect its national interests. Trump signed an executive order addressing threats to the US by the government of the Russian Federation, imposing the additional tariff over and above the 25% levy, which comes into effect from August 7. After this order, the total tariff on Indian goods bearing a small exemption list will be 50%. For ELITETV News Channel, contact at email address info@elitetv.in or 940289098 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, let's have the headlines again. Lok Sabha clears key bills to sustain government in East Manipur under President's rule. Election Commission appoints new chief electoral officer for Manipur. And 2,412 persons verified in Manipur ILP Drive 170 without permits, 134 held with expired passes. That's all for today. Thank you for being with us.